Hi, good evening.
Evening, sir. Charles.
Charles, have a seat.
Thank you.
So careful.
Yeah, nervous.
How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
You had the dinner ready?
Yes.
Okay. Please feel relaxed, don't feel nervous.
Sure.
Most of the candidate that walks in will behave like this.
Yep.
They feel nervous because do you know why you're here today?
Assessment.
You're right. For the assessment. When it comes to assessment, everybody will feel nervous.
Yeah, I feel very tense. Yeah.
Sit back, relax,
Sure.
Let me walk you through this assessment today.
Sure.
Alright. Before I begin, can I have your NYC to
Yes.
verify?
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Yep, so let me review slowly on what we are supposed to do today. We will confirm the competency units and competency standards for this assessment. And what are they? And they are, the purpose of this assessment is to confirm the competency of the candidates to sell consumer goods or services successfully with a view to career advancement, to award the statement of attainment SOA to the candidates who is deemed competent in the competency unit sell consumer goods or services. And the context of this assessment should be carried out in accordance to the industry standard, practice and regulation. Alright. There will be also SOP. I believe your company have your standard operating procedure.
We do have.
So during this assessment, you need to carry out the standard SOP. Alright? And I will be taking notes.
Yep.
Alright. So for the methods and tools and process of this assessment, we will be preparing some tools. On your left, you can see these are the tools for you to present later on a role play. A role play will roughly take about 20 minutes. Alright? And then we also have the method use. The methods that we are using today, it will be on oral questioning. Okay? So we will be touching on both role play and oral questionings. So in the event of the result itself, there will be also assessment into a competency and a not yet competency. Okay, so what happens if the candidates are not yet competent? There will be a process of appeal. Okay, so this is the process of appeal procedure. I will not be touching on this until when that happens. Are you okay with that?
Yep.
So during the assessment, I might be taking notes. So don't be too alarmed when I'm taking notes, because the more I take notes, meaning to say, the more you have delivered. You understand that?
Noted.
Okay. Yeah, one important question I need to ask you. Are there any special needs that you have that you need to make known to me?
What do you find especially?
A special need can be probably, for some candidates, they might have listening problems. They might not be able to differentiate some colors.
Nope.
So if there are certain things like this, you have to highlight to me.
Sure. No.
Okay. Do feel free to tell me.
Yes.
Okay. So I think next we will be touching on some legal, safety and ethical issues. So in the event of fire, because there's no fire drill today, so in the event of fire, you have to evacuate yourself. You just need to exit out from this door, turn right, head to the staircase, and walk down to the base of the level 1, where there's an assembly point. Okay? assessment, if you have any questions or in doubt that you don't understand, please let me know. I will repeat the questions again for you. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So other than that, I think we have more or less covered the pre-assessment briefing then. Okay. So next, I think we are now going into the role play. But before we go into the role play, do you have any other questions?
No.
No? So far so good, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a list here, a role play scenario for the candidates. Please take your time to read this,
Sure.
because this is what you're going to deliver later.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, I'm done.
You're ready?
Sure.
So before we proceed to the role play areas, let me just share with you. There will be probably 8 areas that I'll be touching on during this role play.
Yep.
You need to deliver. Just do your best to deliver all these areas so that everything will be covered during this assessment. Alright? Let me show you the role play tools then. Okay, so now you will assume that you are a salesperson selling watches and I will be your customer. Later, I'll be coming in from that direction and then you will try to sell me something then. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, evening, sir.
Hi,
Welcome
good
to our
evening.
shop.
Hello.
Looking for any watches?
Yeah, actually I'm looking for a watches for myself.
Oh,
And I do not know what I want, so I will just take a look first.
sure.
How is this watch function like?
Oh, for this watch, this is a
Is it automatic?
no, this is a not a automatic watch. This is
Okay.
a eco drive watch. Instead, no need battery.
Oh, I see.
It absorbs the light,
Okay.
convert to energy, so you will run it by itself. No need to change any battery.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So it can operate for lifetime then?
Yeah, depend when exposed to light, it will absorb the energy. Other than that, if you keep it inside a drawer, I think about months.
You will go flat?
Yeah.
I see, I see. Is this watch a waterproof watch?
Yes, it's a water resistant.
Water resistant?
Yeah, it's 100 meter.
100 meters?
Yep.
So it can go down as deep as 100 meters?
Yes.
I see, I see. So how much are you selling for this?
This is 800.
Oh, $800. Oh, that's expensive.
So, sir, what is your budget?
maybe 500.
500, or there are few range, you know. Perhaps you can, from here, you can choose.
I see. How about this one?
Oh, well, this is a lady watch. This for lady.
This is a lady watch?
Yes.
Then it's not suitable for me then?
Yeah. Or maybe buy for your spouse or your girlfriends. Are you married?
No, I'm single. You know, I'm
maybe
buying for
for you.
myself.
Oh, maybe perhaps this feels this.
So what is good about this watch then?
This watch, same is an Eagle Drive watch. It comes with a multi-function sport watch also, and it's 200 meter.
This one is 200
Yeah,
meters.
this is 200 meter, but it's come with this is cheaper than just now the one you're looking for.
How much is it?
This is 220.
Okay.
And it's come with 2 years warranty, in-house warranty. Our shop provide warranty.
In-house warranty.
Yep.
So in the event if I drop it, you get 40. So
drop it. No, we don't cover. Warranty don't cover drop it. If any
mechanism
fault
under warranty, I
Yeah.
will send back to the shop then.
yes, not drop. Drop is we.
You don't cover
Yep.
if it's like damaged by the individual.
Yep.
So I just need to bring the watch back to the shop.
Yeah, with the receipt.
We have to keep the receipt then.
Yes.
I see.
Proof of evidence when you purchase, because you start clock 2 years from the day you purchase.
So including the warranty card?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I think this watch seems to be not so bad, you know. Can I change, you know, the belt instead of, you know, I don't like this kind of metal strip, you know. Can I change to those kind of leather one?
No, because this design comes with metal. It doesn't shoot the leather belt. No.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yes.
So you have to go with the metal then?
Correct.
I see. So I like those type.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, then I think I will just take this then.
Any other things?
I think other than this, I think that should be good enough. Maybe you can just wrap it up for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just hang on. I'll wrap it up for you, sir.
Alright, thank you. Okay, I think that ends the role play. You know, for now, you come back and have a seat. Okay, just let me take some notes. Alright. Okay, I'm done with the recording. So next we'll be touching on the oral questionings. Are you ready for that?
Yep.
There will be total of 5 questions. So try to do your best.
Am I allowed to refer to the notes?
Yes, definitely you are allowed to refer to your notes. So take your time, to think carefully on how to answer all these questions.
Sure.
Alright? So are you ready for the oral question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the first question is, why is it important to serve, greet, and bid farewell to customer?
To show respect to the customer or to provide a friendly environment.
So other than that, is there anything else you think?
To show the professional image for my organization. So means that we are well trained, because this is a sales line, fund line. So we need to show some professionalism.
Of trade.
Yep.
Right, the next question is, how do you find out what a customer needs?
To ask open-end questions. Follow-up question to clarify the requirement from the customer. What are they looking for? What they are on their budget,
So are there anything to add on? Okay. So the next question is, when a customer objects to the price of an item, claiming that other stores are selling it cheaper, what would you say?
Cheaper compared to our.
Usually, customer like to compare, prices, and they compare online, they compare everywhere.
Yeah, before a customer decide to walk into a shop, I think they really compare the price. Maybe check on your online, what is the price, they really start compare.
Yeah.
Since you step into our shop, you should know the price is almost there. Should be lah. Otherwise, you won't step into our shop and look at the particulars model. I think the customer should well prepared. This is a price range.
So what will you try to say to them?
Try to say.
If you are going to sell your watches to them and they say your price is high compared to others.
Excuse me. Or maybe just tell the customer the service we provide. Maybe elaborate on the warranty. But warranty is the same. Every so-called every brand carry a year of warranty, unless we give them a extended warranty by our shop. But it's up to the customer whether they want to buy or not. Because so many shop outside.
Yeah, that is true.
We are not the only one shop. And moreover, we can't control them,
Okay. Is there anything to add on?
No.
That That is what you will say to them then.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, the next questions. How do you match customer requirements to your product recommendation?
First, I will ask them their budget. What type of watch they are looking for, and the features they are looking for. Yep.
So other than that, do you do other clarifications?
No. More or less, budget, type of watch, function. Basically, it's these few things.
Okay. Okay, the last question is, name one reason why you may need to present alternative product to the customer.
Just now, as you mentioned, change of the metal to a leather parts. Perhaps it doesn't come with that, so I would recommend you with a leather stripe rather than, because different people different preferences. Some watch they do come with interswap, but this doesn't come with. Maybe I can advise customer maybe to get the other model. It still depend on the consumer whether they would like the metal type or the leather type.
So they do have alternative
Yes.
products in the range.
Yep.
Okay. So anything to add on?
No.
No? Okay. So that completes the oral questionings. Please allow me to take down some notes.
Yep.
Again. Okay, I have completed both the oral and the role play. How do you feel then? How about your performance today? want to share with me what you did well today? No? Okay, let me share with you my view about today's assessment.
Sure.
Okay, there are areas that you did well. Okay, for example, during the role play, you did read the customer, you do have the eye contacts, and you did ask them with the open-ended questions and recommend them some watches, and also ask them about the budget they have. Okay, so these are some good points which I think it also applies to your company standard operating procedures. All right, and what I noticed that areas that you can improve is that your company also mentioned that you need to have the promotion items to be launched. So during the role play, you only look for what the customer wants and not put on the promotion items and promote those to your customer. So you can actually do better the next time if you are to recommend something of what the customer needs. At the same time, you can also promote those promotional items, which I think your company wants most of the salespeople to do that. Okay, so I think as a whole, you did well as a whole. It says that those are the areas that you should be focusing in to do the promotion. Okay, so during oral, the oral questionings, I think more or less you have tried your best to provide me with the best of your ability to answer most of it. So what you have answered well, let me share with you. Like, why is it important to bid farewell to the customer? So you did say that it portrayed a professionalism image for your organization. So these are important, and you also comply to your company SOP. All right, these are things that you did well, and what you didn't, or what areas you can improve on, is that when a customer do compare prices, we don't usually just walk away, because when a customer compare prices, they are prepared. So you must be tactful enough, to tell them or share with them, that your company provide a better service, or somehow of one another, maybe like warranty, you may have extended warranty if they are willing to pay more, but you did not actually deliver this to me, But these are areas that it is again the company SOP that all the salesperson must deliver to the customer. So I would say that these are the areas that you did not do it well enough, but it can be improved. All right. So last but not least, of course, when the customer asks about recommendation, you did do your best to recommend instead of the metal belt. You can ask them that if they want to have a different model so that they can have another leather strip instead. So these are the areas you did well. Okay. So all in all, I can say that I can only give you a not yet competent, but rest assured, for this you don't have to go through the whole course again. It is only a reassessment requirement just to deliver those areas that I highlighted to you. So if you can just improve in those areas, I believe that you can actually do it the next round. So for this time round, I will give you a not yet competent. So in the event that if you want to appeal, then I will go through the appeal proceeding. So may I ask you, do you want to do an appeal, or you are ready to go for a reassessment?
Means that I no need to go through the whole course again, just book the reassessment. Am I right to say that?
You're right. So meaning to say you don't have to retake those courses, but you need to go and pay for a reassessment to reassess of what you did today.
Okay.
So those areas that I highlighted to you.
So which means that just now, sir, as you mentioned that during the role play, I have to focus on
those areas that you can improve on.
Means that the promotion item I have to recommend to consumer.
Yes, you're right.
And for the oral questioning, the area I have to improve is when they customer asks, comparing the prices, I have to convince them why our price and our service or
Yeah.
what. Okay,
The
noted.
service and the warranty. So you must be able to convince the customer.
Okay, noted. Yeah.
Okay. So can I ask if you're going to do any appeal?
No,
on this?
no,
No?
no.
Okay then. So you're not going to do any appeal. Okay, I will need you to sign over here.
Yeah,
to
sure.
On this not yet competent. Yep, and one more over here that you're not going to do the appeal then. Alright?
Okay.
So that actually ends our assessment today. So I will wish you good luck again.
Oh, sure.
Hopefully
Thank you so
will
much.
Do your best.
Yeah, thanks for
next
the
round.
advice. Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Alright.
much.
Okay.
Thank you.